Good Tuesday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting with Ag Meteorologist Chris Schrammick at Decision Weather and Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, fall is in the air this morning. It's chilly.
Yeah, Joe, we got temperatures that have actually dipped down into the 30s across a good portion of the region, all the way from Highway 25 to the west. We currently got readings along I-70 that start with the coldest one below freezing out there in Lyman at 31. We got 37 in Burlington, 39 Goodland, and 38 in Colby. You lift up to Highway 36. We got 42 in Oberlin, 40 in Atwood, 34 out there in Ray. And we've also got those 34-degree readings all over northeast Colorado, including Sterling, Holyoke, and Fort Morgan. So we've got temperatures that have dipped down there to chilly, seasonal, fall-like readings this time of year. Generally, we see our first frost and freeze right about now. We're still, looks like we're going to escape that and maybe not see one here until we get to middle parts of October. It's going to be kind of borderline. We're going to start a roller coaster in temperatures here the next couple of weeks, and it doesn't look like we see any precipitation with mostly dry frontal passages here. One on Thursday this week, and then another one Saturday night, and then maybe even another one towards the end of next week. But it looks like the 15th, 16th, we start to get systems that'll grab some Gulf moisture, potentially giving us some rain towards the middle of the month. But until we get then, we're going to have this roller coaster going here this afternoon. We got a northwest breeze and a westerly wind starting the morning off at 5 miles per hour. That'll turn to the south this afternoon at 10 to 20. Become a bit breezier west of Highway 27 out there in Colorado, where it could elevate some fire conditions with the low relative humidities and that dry air, and winds 20, 25 miles per hour. Temperatures will top out in the lower 70s today. And then overnight, we'll see those south winds keep that overnight low a little bit warmer. We'll be in the middle 40s to start off tomorrow, and then warm up into the lower 90s in the afternoon. If we reach that lower 90 temperature, we could be breaking some record readings that are at 93 in Goodland and Colby and 92 out there in Burlington. So it's probably going to be borderline. Our days are getting shorter, so it's going to get harder to hit 90 degrees, but that would be a potential for tomorrow. And then Thursday, we got a front that'll go back through the area. It's dry. There's an upper level low going along the Canadian border. That'll drop our temperatures into the upper 70s, low 80s for a couple days. And then over the weekend, we got another spike in our temperature on Saturday, where it could go back up there to 90 degrees. Saturday night, we got a front that'll go through. That one still looks dry. And then we're back into the middle to upper 70s for Sunday, heading back into the 80s with high pressure and ridging coming back over the area for early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Looks like we're back up there in the 80s, overnight lows in that 40 to 45 degree range. And like we said, we're still waiting for some precipitation chances, and it continues to get drier and drier.
Chris, I was listening to the weather radio this morning, and the Weather Service office in Goodland reported that they are about 5.9 inches below normal for this time of year. Is that kind of that way across the board in northwest Kansas?
Northwest Kansas, it is a little bit spottier. You get to the north of 36, up towards the Kansas-Nebraska border. We're actually fairly closer to normal, maybe an inch or so behind in places there. You get definitely to the southwest parts of Rawlins County towards Goodland, and going south, that's where we're in that severe drought category. That is where we're in those 5 to 6 inches behind normal. That does include Atwood. Atwood is right in between that, like 5.5 to 6 inches below normal as well.
Once again, that's Ag Meteorologist Chris Schrammick at Decision Weather in Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel, joining us here this morning on 106.1 KYVZ.